Hey everyone, it's Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I kind of just wanted to check in. I haven't filmed a video in almost a week, which you guys wouldn't have known that because thankfully I've had videos pre-filmed that I have been uploading so far, and yeah. A few people on here who I'm pretty close with, they've known what's been going on for the past week, but I haven't really said anything too public, so I figured today I would sit down and talk about it. So, almost a week ago, it'll be a week from the day that you guys are seeing this, my grandfather passed away. He had cancer, and he fought, I think we found out in July of this year that he had cancer, and he was doing everything to try and combat it and trying to get better, and it just didn't. So the past week has been an emotional roller coaster for me. My parents got divorced when I was very young, and I've never really had a full-on relationship with my father's side of the family. You know, it is what it is. And, you know, I love my grandparents and everything, but we never got to spend a whole lot of time together. You know, that just didn't happen. And I don't know, part of me, I never knew how they felt about me, you know? I mean, I knew that they loved me because I was family, but I didn't know if they ever cared. I don't know how to word this properly, you know? I just never really knew if they cared. I guess that's the best way I can put it, you know? So when I found out that my Pepe was sick, you know, I was concerned and, you know, hoping for the best for him and everything. And then the next thing that I had heard was, you know, that he was in the hospital and, you know, he was done. He would just want to be done. So when that happened, the emotions that I felt were just very different. You know, I didn't know how I was going to feel, and it hit me, you know, when I found out that he had passed away. And, you know, I cried and everything, and it was hard, you know. But then the following day, when I went to go see my family, my grandmother, my meme, she gave me a baby blanket. And it was my baby blanket. I had no idea. Apparently, my grandfather, my Pepe, used to keep it with him all the time, and, you know, it was like he had it with him when he'd go for doctor's visits. You know, if he was in like hospital or something, he would wrap it around him, you know, at night, you know, put it on his lap or on his shoulders. You know, he used it, and it really hit me, you know, like right then and there I kind of knew that he did care, and that really, it touched my heart. But at the same time, it just made me like feel like so much was missed out on, you know. And that is what I'm dealing with right now. It's very hard to find out how someone feels after they're gone, you know, because you can't talk about stuff, you know. And I think there was faults on both ends, you know, but I'm glad that I'm glad someone told me, you know, because, you know, I'm almost 30 years old and I had no idea that they cared, and I'm glad to know that, you know. It really hit me because, you know, my grandparents have a big family and they have a lot of grandkids, And I think that he's had a pretty close relationship to most of them. But I never really had that. And, you know, my grandmother told me that, you know, that was his way to be close to me. And it just, it hit me, you know, it really hit me that he cared. And, you know, every time I look at it now, I just start crying because, you know, I wish things would have been different, you know. But I am thankful because, you know, I can remember a few times that I got to spend time with him, you know, one-on-one, and it was great. So like I said, this past week has been crazy. It's just been an emotional roller coaster. So many different feelings, because, you know, this week I had a death in the family, I had a birthday in the family, and then had a wake to go to, my first wake, which I might do another video about, just kind of sharing my experiences, because I'd never been to a wake before, and, you know, I'm sure there's plenty of other people out there like me who've never been to one, and, you know, maybe I can help you kind of understand what to expect. And then Monday was his funeral, which I wasn't able to attend. I had to work, but I went today, which is Tuesday, which I'll be putting this up on Wednesday. I went today and I was able to visit his grave where he was buried, and I was able to leave a little knick-knack and some flowers, and that was nice, you know, just to have something there for him, you know, letting him know that I know now, you know. And then, of course, this week is Thanksgiving, which is a holiday, you know, so that's another joyous time. So it's just been an emotional roller coaster. So that's why I haven't been posting videos like I wanted to. You know, I had some planned and stuff, but I just couldn't, you know. I've needed like the past few days just to get through everything, deal with like these emotions that I'm feeling, deal with everything like that. And I have, so I'll be back to posting my regular videos that I want to do. But I'm glad that I did get to work through some of my videos that I had, you know, scheduled, that I had for backups and stuff, which if you're a YouTuber, I highly recommend that. You know, have a couple of videos pre-filmed and have on hand just in case something happens, because it does help, you know, if you need to step back a little bit and you don't want to publicly talk about it. So yeah, so that has been what has been going on with me. I also want to do a really special shout out to Sandy Pro. Those of you who watched Darlene, or if you have watched like our peanut gallery gathering that we had back in August, you guys will know who Sandy Pro is. So when I started getting to know Darlene, I also got to know her friend Sandy, and ironically, in such a small world it is, ironically, Sandy knew my grandparents. My grandparents and her parents were friends, and that was so neat, you know, so cool. Like I said, small world. Sandy and her husband actually attended my Pepe's funeral. And so Sandy, I just want to say thank you so much. That means just the world to me. It really does. I mean, that is just such a kind gesture, and I appreciate it so much. Sandy has such a kind heart, and that is like the one thing that I knew about her from the first time I met her. She was just so kind, so full of humor, just a great person to be around, you know. I mean, she was amazing, and I just want to say thank you so much. That warms my heart more than you can imagine. Alright guys, so that is it for this update. I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving if you're in the United States and you celebrate it. Be safe, have fun, eat lots of good food. So if you live in a different country or you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. Alright guys, until my next video, I will see you later. Bye.